Alright, what's going on, y'all? So I'm gonna be doing my top 5 Roblox Jojo games of 2021 through the past. So the past through 2021, blah blah blah. It'll be a mashup of all of them, of my all-time favorites currently, and that's really it. So let's get into it. So my number 5, I'll have to say, is probably Project Star. So in Project Star, there was a lot of good things that was added to it, such as there was a whole quest system, there was a whole raid system or dungeon system, there was different shit you can get, like you could become a vampire, then you could evolve that into cars or Wamlu, and then Hamon, but you could also evolve Hamon into Bubble Hamon, and then you got Cyborg, and you have all these other stands that are unique in part 3, at least currently in part 3. I don't know if they will be getting any updates anytime soon, but currently it's only part 3. So besides that, the combat was on release. The combat was, it was kind of ass. Some shit didn't work. Some moves didn't want to work for me. I would try to do a fist combo and then hit a barrage after with my stand, and I couldn't really do that, which that kind of sucked. But it did get patched out, so I mean it's a lot better now. But besides that, with Project Star, the only really bad thing I could say about it is the whole roll system, where you could spend, I think it was $5,000 to roll your roll a random item or whatever, and you would only usually get like either bananas or I think rokas. But that's the only way to get a cursed arrow from my knowledge. I don't know if they added another way or not, but from what I remember, that was the only way to get a cursed arrow. So I mean, I don't know, I don't really like the whole rolling system. I don't like the gambling system. That's gonna come back in the next couple of these games. So just letting y'all know that. But besides that, the game is alright. It's pretty good. It's better than most games, I would think, that are JoJo related. And yeah, so let's go on to our 4th. Our 4th is End the Jojo Game. So End the Jojo Game, it's pretty much a pick your character and fight game, but it's on high octane. It looks very good. The game has very good animations, very good visuals within the fighting, such as Tusk Act 4, or Tusk in general, because he switches. The whole ultimate for him is very cool. The world ultimate is very cool. Every ultimate in that game is very, very cool. It did a very good job on it. I don't know if it's going to turn into a game where it's like, yeah, it's just gonna be a fighting game, or I don't know if they're gonna do a whole like, yeah, we're gonna make this a fighting game and then we're gonna turn it into an actual game with the same stand mechanics, same whatever, because I think another JoJo game did that, but I don't remember the exact, sorry about that, I don't know about the exact JoJo game. But yeah, man, I can't really say anything bad about End the Jojo Game, because it's really just a fighting game. I necessarily don't like fighting games unless I'm fighting friends, because I find it just better to fight with friends instead of rage at random people. But yeah, man, that's my 4th. So we're gonna go on to my 3rd, and that is Project Jojo. So with Project Jojo, I find it to be a very good game that is in the past, created 2018. It was a very good game for its time, and it still can be a good game, but it's definitely outdated. in terms of like combat and whatever, as well as the models don't look as good, and it's just very outdated from my remembrance of the game. I'm sure I'll have a clip up of me playing afterwards, and I'll put in like a little editor note like, hey, it's not actually that bad, but it's still gonna be in my my third rank, because I don't know what it is about the game. It's still very good, but I don't think it's gonna be at the top, you know. That it's definitely up there, but it's not quite at the peak of how good it was. I did enjoy this game. There were some things I didn't like about the game, such as some of the bosses were kind of mediocre, as well as the stand fusing thing. Like, it's cool they wanted to take a little twist and a little spin on it, but I didn't really find that to be too enjoyable. I didn't really get it either. I don't think I ever fused ever in that game. They had some really cool stands in there. Like, they had the sun, they had a whole bunch of other ones that you wouldn't think they would add. They made purple, I forget what Fugo's stand name was. They change it every time. If it's Purple Haze, or I'm just gonna call it Purple Haze. But Purple Haze, it was a cool stand mechanic where if you got too far away, it wouldn't move. It will just only react to what you tell it to do. But if you got close to it, it would chase after you and hurt you. Though it was kind of annoying, but at the same time, it was pretty cool. But some bad things about Project Jojo a little bit more is I can't really say much about the stand rolling and how lucky you have to be to get shit, because every JoJo game has that, of course. So yeah, there's going to be some form of gambling, but it's not really much of an issue. But trying to get worthiness, I don't really understand that point one either. I know there's a lot of games that use worthiness, but it's like I don't really understand it, nor do I care for it. So that's my third rank. Now we're gonna go into my second rank, which is A Bizarre Day. So A Bizarre Day was very good. Very, very good for its time. I remember playing the shit out of it with me, my brother, and my cousin. We would every time we woke up in 2018, we would, or whenever it came out. I don't remember exactly when it came out, but whenever it did come out, I remember going on to it and having the time of my life, trying to go for these stands and then trying to kill Dio to get the fucking camera when it first came out. So I really did enjoy this game. This game was very good. The only bad part about it is, like I said before in the JoJo game, I'm really more of a PvEer than a PvPer, so I don't really like the PvP much, but there was some influences of PvE in it, where you would fight like Dio, you would fight Dio Brando, which is in the sewers, and you would fight his zombies and whatever. But yeah, and there's not really much I can say about A Bizarre Day, besides that it was a pretty good game for how they made it. So, and it also skyrocketed the community to make more games quite like it. Like I forget the exact games, but there was like A Bizarre Day modded, which was pretty cool. There was a bunch of other games. I can't think off the top of my head. I might put like a list of some games that you could play that are quite like A Bizarre Day. But yeah, man, it's A Bizarre Day. That's my second rank, and of course here comes my first rank. Pretty sure most people know what it is, and I do too. It's Your Bizarre Adventure. You can never go wrong with Your Bizarre Adventure, although some of the things I feel like is too difficult to get, but maybe it's because I don't play it as much as I used to when it first came out. But you know, it's still a good game. The whole story system, or if you want to call it a story system, I didn't really follow it. I don't think anybody else followed it. But the story was pretty good. The fighting is very good as well. I do like the fighting. The PvE is great, although it's really only you kill bandits. I feel like it's more PvP orientated due to the steel ball run, as well as the arena where you have to fight people. But besides that, I do like it. Your Bizarre Day or Your Bizarre Adventure has a good selection of stands. They keep adding them and they keep updating the game, although it's gotten a lot less frequent as the time has gone by. But some issues I do have with the game that I find are not that fun is sometimes it could be very toxic. I don't like. I'm a more mellow and chilled out guy, and when I get told I'm a fucking idiot and a dweeb or whatever and a fucking loser, and I'm a runner and whatever, it kind of gets unenjoyable. That's why I don't play this game as much. But besides that, it's a very good game. There's no lie to it. It's a very great game. I see nothing really wrong with it, besides, of course, the toxicity. And some things could be balanced a little bit more, I feel like. But besides that, I mean, man, that's it for the ranking. That's my top 5. If you disagree with me, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to discuss. Yeah, that's it, man. Goodbye.